today I'm doing a review on Luminess Air. This is an airbrushing system. I'm sure a few of you have seen this on TV a few times. I have seen it plenty of times and been very interested, but I wasn't too sure about it. So I'm hopefully going to show you this review and help you make the decision on whether you want to try it or not and whether it's right for you. So this is the Luminess Air box that it actually comes in. It's quite a nice big box. I know it looks a little bit scary because it's huge, but this is actually the carry case then. And as you can see, it's quite small. It's a nice little carrying case, and this comes with it. And if you open it up, you can see the air compressor, which is this white thing here. You have the on and off switch, and then you have the little kind of stylus, I believe it's called, and this is the actual airbrush system. So on this, you have the actual trigger that you pull back depending on how much air you actually want. Usually there is just about fine. Then you also have the area where you pop in the few drops, and then this is where it comes out. Now this is the little foundation bottles that you get, and I know it looks really tiny, but you only use 4 to 8 drops on average. Depending on how much coverage you want, then you can start to build it up. And then you can also have the options of having these. These are a Brightening Glow, which is kind of like a highlighter. It doesn't have any shimmer in it, it just brightens the skin. You also have a primer, which you can put on beforehand just to make sure it sits properly on the skin. You have a blush, which is chosen to suit depending on your skin type. So if you've gone for ultra fair, this is the one for ultra fair. Then they have a slightly slightly warmer one for the fair. I would say that the ultra fair is a lot nicer than the fair one because the ultra fair is a lot softer. And then you also have the bronzer. Now the only thing that I don't like about the system is the blush. I love everything else. I think everything else is amazing. The bronzers, the glows, the primer is just fantastic. But this, not so much. This is a little bit strong. The pigment is quite heavy in it, and you only need about 1 drop, seriously 1 drop, and you could basically cover your face in 1 drop because it's very, very highly pigmented. I have a little bit on today, but even then I just use like half a drop pretty much. So if I was to say anything about it, it was to say make sure you use a very small amount of blush. Everything else is amazing. The foundations are incredible. They go on super, super easy. They blend really well with your skin. You look like you're not wearing any foundation. You look like you have just flawless skin. Now you can use it depending on what type of skin you have. So if you have really nice, young, fresh skin, just a nice even layer over the face is perfect. So as you can see with my sister, she has pretty even, nice skin. So we just did a very nice light coating, just spritzing it over the face, and it's just easy as that. Like that's pretty much done for her. Now it's slightly different for myself. I like to do a little bit extra coverage just because I have a little bit pigmentation problem. So I did about 2 layers, and that's totally fine. You can kind of build it up as much as you want and just add in a little bit extra here and there depending on how you like it. Then you also have my mom, who decided to give kind of an airbrush look to her skin as well. So it works for younger skin all the way up to more mature skin and everywhere in between, which is why I love it so much. And I would especially say to any makeup artist out there, this could be an option for you. The other things that are available are the little eyeshadow things. These look a little bit scary, and when I mentioned these to a few people, they were like, eyeshadow, spraying on your eyeshadow, that sounds a little bit difficult. But I do like these. I think they're great for putting down as a base because any eyeshadow that you put on top of these really stick to it. I haven't tried the darker shade because it's just a little bit too dark for me, but I think this is so, so pretty. I love it. I think it's just adorable color. I think it goes on really, really well, and if you want to work this as your first initial color, it's not as dark as it looks, but if you want to put this as your first initial color and then just kind of do a little bit of highlighting, do a little of contouring, and you're pretty much good to go. It really does stay on a very long time. As with the foundations, they all stay on completely the entire day. You don't really feel like you need to touch up anything. You could do a little bit of dabbing if you have slightly oilier skin, but pretty much that's it. Once you've applied it for the day, it lasts a really long time. So I'm absolutely loving this. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a really good investment for anybody. I think if you're a bride, if you're going to be doing bridal makeup anytime soon, you might want to look into doing this. If you're doing your own makeup for any special occasion, I would say maybe give this a go. Maybe invest in this and see how you get on, because not only does it work for day to day, but it definitely works for special occasions, just to give yourself that little edge where you just feel a little bit more confident because you have that kind of airbrush skin, and it especially works on the neck area. You can spray the neck area, and it just looks so flawless, like you've got like a spray tan, but it's in the same colors as the rest of your face. If you do have any more questions, you could totally let me know, and I will try and answer as many as I possibly can. The links to their YouTube page and everything about the Luminess Air is going to be in the box below, so please check it out, because I don't think anybody would be disappointed in this. In fact, anybody I mention this to gets so excited, they're almost hyper about it, and they really want me to try it on them. So it is something that I would say everybody gets excited about and most people really enjoy using. I really hope you enjoyed this. I'm Shani Katie, and thank you for watching.